Hello, my name is Eric Putkonen. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to talk about the omnipotence of the self. Now let's start off by saying the self is all there is. Non-duality is what is. Duality is an illusion. And so all that happens is of the self. The primary doer would be the self. And as such, that would make the self omnipotent. And as what we really are is the self, that would make what we are omnipotent. Now I know some people off the bat would push back and go, well, if that's the case, why can't I fly around, shoot fireballs, or do whatever else I want to do? People confuse the limitations of the body-mind to be limitations on who and what they really are and their abilities, which is the mistake. It's kind of like in the body, there are eye cells and there are stomach cells. And you don't expect to be able to digest food with your eyes or be able to see with your stomach. That's not their function. And so body-minds have their own abilities and functions and limitations. This does not mean they're separate, because non-duality does not say or does not exclude that there can be variation. I mean, there's one body, and yet there are all these different kinds of cells that make up the body. Variation does not preclude unity. It's just that all variation is within the one thing. Variation does not imply separation. So, within this game that was set up, this body-mind has certain abilities and limitations. And that's part of the game, but what we are is not the body or mind. And so, do not misidentify with those limitations and say, I am limited. Let's put an analogy of a dream. When you dream at night, everything arises from the mind, one single consciousness. And so, even if you had a nightmare of a dream, and you're being chased by someone, and you're trying to escape, there's no one chasing you. What's really happening is you are chasing yourself. There is no other in the dream. Everything is dream. Now, in the course of that dream, the character you are playing in that dream only sees what it would see, knows what it would know. It is limited to a single point of perspective. And yet, your mind/consciousness has created the entire dream. It is all the power of the dream. The mind/consciousness in the dream world is omnipotent. It is the primary mover of everything. Now, the dream character is not aware of this. The dream character doesn't know this, and that's why in the dream you can be scared when somebody's chasing you and you think someone is after you. There's no one after you. And so when this game is set up, there is a single point of perspective. I mean, in order to have a single point of perspective is fundamentally a limitation. And so, omnipotence isn't a single point of perspective. And so what I'm saying, I guess, is don't confuse conscious awareness, conscious ability, conscious control with the self and what you really are. Because the self, as it's all that there is, would include also anything that is not only consciously known, but would also include anything that's not known. The self includes what's not known by this single point of perspective. It would include anything within conscious awareness by this body-mind, but anything not in conscious awareness by this body-mind would also be the self. Anything in conscious control is part of the self, as well as everything that's not in control from the point of perspective of the body-mind is still the self. Anything that's consciously aware unconsciously aware or super consciously aware is all part of the self. And that is why it is sometimes hard for people to grasp, but you can very well say that, after realizing you are the self, that you're omnipotent. Yes, I am omnipotent. There is no other. This is all me. It's all created by me, sustained by me, perpetuated by me. Figuratively, because really there's not even a me there. But that does not mean suddenly this body-mind will be able to do everything it wants to do. Because what you're failing to understand is everything that's happening is already how you want it to be. There is no other. No one else decided it. Everything that is exactly how the self wants it to be right now. Even if it's up to chance, or unknown, or limited in some way from a single point perspective. That's still all the self, and does not limit omnipotence, because it's the self playing all parts. Just like in a dream, you play the part of the dream character, but you also play all the other parts. Anybody that chases you, anything you interact with, animals, trees, it's all you in a dream. But you play not knowing. That's what keeps the game going. Just in reality. All there is the self. You're playing all parts. You're omnipotent. You're just playing that you're not. And from this body-mind, there's those limitations. So, if you have any questions, please post below. If you like my videos and would like to keep in the loop on future videos, I ask you to subscribe. But thank you much.